I'm going to show you how to make cake pops. They're delicious, fun and really simple to make and great way to get the kids involved. I've got here my chocolate cake mix, which is a chocolate cake crumbed and mixed with 125 grams of chocolate butter frosting. I'm also going to make some lemon cake pops. So I've got here a Madeira cake which I've made into a crumb, and I'm going to add the zest of a lemon and mix that in. I've got here 175 grams of vanilla butter frosting, but I'm not going to add all that in at once. I'm just going to add half for now and mix that in a bit because I don't want my mixture to become too sticky and too soft. I just want the mixture to come together. It's the same with the chocolate mix as well. You want to add a bit at a time and see how you get on. Now what I'm going to make is scary eyeballs and monster heads, which are fantastic for children's parties and Halloween. I'm going to start with a scary eyeball. Take a small piece of the mixture and roll it within your hands. And you can kind of squish it together until there aren't any cracks. And then with my cake pop stick, I'm going to push that in just about halfway and then put that onto my tray. For my monster head, I'm going to make a square. So again, squeeze and roll and shape into a square. And again, one of my sticks, push it in the end, just about halfway, and then put that onto my tray. I'm going to continue making both shapes with my lemon mixture and my chocolate mixture. And kids really do love this part. That's the last one rolled. So I'm going to put these in the fridge for around half an hour because I want them to be nice and chilled. I've got some here that I've had chilling in the fridge, so they're nice and firm and they're ready for dipping and decorating. I've got 300 grams of white chocolate cake covering which I've melted, and in this bowl I've got 300 grams of white chocolate cake covering, but I've added 2 tablespoons of vegetable oil and a little bit of yellow food colouring and a little bit of blue food colouring, so it's got a lovely green colour. So I'm ready to dip. I'm going to start with the eyeball, and I'm going to use a green Smartie to make an indentation. Push that in and take it out, and then I'm going to dip it into the chocolate, making sure it's all completely covered, and you can tap any excess off. I'm going to put my green Smartie in the indentation. The chocolate acts as a glue, and also the green becomes the iris. Now this needs to set. A really good tip for you is to use a pot or a bowl and fill it with sand or sugar, and that's the perfect place to store your cake pops. For my monster head, I'm going to dip in the green chocolate. Again, tap any excess off. And I'm going to put it straight into vermicelli for hair. And I've got dolly mixtures for the ears and the eyes. So I'm going to put that in the pot to set. I'm going to continue dipping my cake pops, and they're going to set at room temperature for about an hour, and then they'll be ready for the final decoration. To finish the eyeball, I'm going to use red writing icing for the veins in the eyeball and black for the pupil. Squeezing it on. And then the black, hold it in the centre, squeeze out your blob, and there's your pupil. For the monster head, I'm going to use the black again and give him a little mouth and 2 pupils. So there you go. Scary eyeballs and monster head cake pops.